Want to learn or brush up on a foreign language? You can do so through a new online foreign language learning service unveiled here at the Indianapolis-Marion County Public Library. It's called Powerspeak, and Jan Swan, Reference Librarian here at Central Library, is with us to give us an overview on Powerspeak. Jan, welcome, and tell us about this brand new service.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, we're really excited about this. It is very user-friendly, very easy to get into. There are two ways that you can access this. If you're here at the Central Library, the Language Lab is on the 4th floor. Mm-hmm. So you just come to the 4th floor, sit down at one of the Language Lab computers, and click the launch button, and you are off to go. You just make up your own account, but it's a couple-step process. It's very, very simple. Mm-hmm. You can also access it from home if you have a home computer and a library card.
Okay.
And in that case, you go to our homepage, IMCPL.org, and click on the World Language tab. Mm-hmm. And then you'll notice when you get there that there's a place to put in your library card number and your PIN number, which is the last 4 digits of your library card number. Okay. Also on that World Language page, if you scroll down farther, there's links to other internet resources for language learning.
Okay. What are the languages that people will find with Powerspeak?
Powerspeak, our languages are Latin American Spanish, French, German, Mandarin Chinese, and English as a second language for Spanish speakers.
Okay, that would be a benefit for those of Hispanic heritage around Indianapolis to learn and brush up on English. Now, this actually replaces what was called Tell Me More, our former foreign language service. What makes this better?
This is easier to use. It's just much easier to get into it. For those people that speak English and are learning another language, there's a fair amount of instruction in English, so it's easier to follow. For those people that speak Spanish and are learning English, there's a lot of instruction in Spanish to learn English, so again, it's easier to follow. It also has a lot of activities, different kinds of activities, which make it fun to use.
Good. So as opposed to some language services that focus just on repeating words or phrases, my understanding is this really immerses people more in a culture with the different exercises and activities that they can note progress and make progress through a particular language.
There's the basic program, but you can also they have a digging deeper tab, and they have a more practice tab, so you can get a lot more practice and get more information by going to the digging deeper tab as well. And that's most helpful. Also, there is an ongoing short story, really, that introduces the words of the language that you're learning. As you read the story, instead of an English word, for instance, there'll be, if you're looking for Spanish, if you're learning Spanish, there'll be a Spanish word. Mm-hmm. And that gets, as you read the story farther and farther, and you pick up pieces of the story with each lesson, there's more and more of the part of the language.
Right. You can advance through the adventure story, so to speak.
Right. And it's fun.
That is good. Now, we're here at the Central Library Language Learning Lab with Jan Swan, and behind us and surrounding us are the different cubicles where computers are. People can hop on and experience the new service. People here at Central Library will see the headphones with microphones, but at the branches, they won't have the microphones.
That's
correct?
right. That's right. At the branches, they will be able to get on and use Powerspeak, but unless they bring their own headphones, they'll be limited to the reading and writing aspect of it. They'll want the headphones for listening, and if they're at home and they've got headphones with a microphone, then they'll get reading, writing, listening, and speaking aspects of language learning.
Okay.
The difference between this program and the program we had before, Tell Me More, is that Tell Me More was very immersive. There was virtually none of your native language unless you clicked specific tabs to find out what translations were. Mm-hmm. In this program, you start out in English. In fact, you have an introductory video that introduces the language, whichever the language happens to be. It's a native speaker that's introducing the language. So they will speak in English, but then they'll throw in phrases. That introductory video lasts maybe a minute and a half. It's not very long. Then you get into your coursework.
Okay.
And throughout the coursework, there's also more videos. So there's a video component to it that you didn't have in Tell Me More, which is nice.
Now, people will learn all this once they hop on and
Right.
get into the program. They'll see how it works.
It's very easy to use. You can actually get on it and get something out of it just being on a half an hour, because you get right into the program when you
Okay.
when you click onto it.
Well, Jan, thanks for joining us on Between the Lines to talk about Powerspeak, available again through the library's website at imcpl.org.